My dad met one of his old friends from medical school, and he had brought up how he had gone to Haiti, and that's something he liked to do for one of his mission trips.
So with him was this doctor from Haiti, and he introduced me to this Dr. Elwa, who's the doctor at the clinic where we went. I said, gee, that's a really nice thing. I'd like to sort of join you.
So the first time I went down was after the summer of my freshman year of high school. We go down with the St. Roch Haiti Foundation, and it's a great organization that provides health care in a community called St. Roch. The living conditions are absolutely deplorable. But with that, you see these people that are just so grateful for the lives that they live, and they're so grateful for the help that you're providing them with. I worked at an orphanage. I would also work with my dad in the medical clinic. Things that would be trivial in the United States are kind of become serious problems in Haiti.
First of all, there was no running water or electricity. We have a little generator, and there's an EKG machine that someone had brought down about 8 years before. Jack was walking by. I said, Jack, come here, let's test this thing out. And I hitched him up, and out came the strip. And then I was like, oh my goodness, it was just absolutely abnormal.
I see there's a panic on his face. I asked, Dad, is everything all right?
I said, oh yeah. But my heart just sank because I knew something was very wrong with him.
It was when we came back to the United States, the very first day we came back, he brought me to the hospital and he told me, no, everything was not okay.
Then when I examined him, there we found it, not just one hole, several holes and leaks within the heart itself. You know, a congenital anomaly, which had really advanced quite far. And had it gone any further, he would have been in big trouble. I knew he would need surgery.
I just could not believe it. It didn't make any sense to me. I was pretty upset because I knew it would be very difficult to return from basketball, which I had been training for over the summer.
I met him in the office, I talked to him, and we made a plan to fix it.
About 5 a.m. I had my surgery, and it was an 8-hour surgery.
In order to fix his heart defect, we had to stop his heart, and we used the heart-lung machine to keep him safe and keep blood flowing around his body while we then stopped his heart. We had taken a piece of the sac around his heart, the pericardium, and we harvested that as a patch that we were going to use to close the hole. The other thing we found was on the right side of the heart, the valve was leaky too. That valve was somewhat of an innocent bystander, and I think it spoke to how advanced Jack's heart condition really was.
After his operation, when we saw him in the ICU, he just looked awful, and his sisters all walked in, and we thought, okay, we're going to be brave, we're all going to walk in, and all three of them burst into tears.
When I saw him lying there and the machine breathing for him, that was, even now I feel emotional.
It was really difficult to be mobile.
Jack started to get better right away, and then all of a sudden he started to lose ground a little bit, and he got readmitted to the hospital for a short period.
That was alarming to me. It was almost like, is he ever going to be normal again? Is he ever going to be okay?
About a month after my surgery, one of the groups had gone down, and one of the doctors said that they examined a young girl, and they said that she had been presenting symptoms. So they used the same EKG machine that diagnosed me, and they found out that she had a very bad heart.
He said, I think she needs, she's going to need open heart surgery or she'll die.
I didn't know anything about Lordina, but I thought it was pretty unfair.
That really bothered Jack. He said, it's not fair that I could have an operation, but that girl's going to die. And so he said, I got to do something. I'm going to ask Dr. McGilvery.
He asked me if there was any way that we could help take care of her. I remember being completely moved by that. He was not even nearly recovered from his own medical condition, and he was already starting to think and ask about somebody else. What I told Jack was if they could figure out a way to get her to Boston, we would take care of her.
You know, I was just completely blown away when he said that he'd be willing to do it. The next thing was getting her up here, and obviously it was very difficult to get her up here because she needed a passport. In Haiti, they don't actually have birth certificates, and it was very difficult to get her through customs and different things like that. So it took a while for her to actually get up here.
Everybody was on scent of pins and needles, but it came through, and the Mass General was true to their word, and Dr. McGilvery was too, and she went through the open heart surgery as well.
After surgery, that was probably a really tough moment as well. I just held her hand and I tried to tell her, you know, everything's going to be okay. I think we developed a really close bond and friendship. So they didn't really know how I would come back from this.
We had to wait for the bone and the muscles to heal, and had to make sure that his heart was fit enough to be able to go back to doing aerobic exercise.
I don't believe they thought I would come back as I've been able to.
Day after day after day, he worked out and he got himself back. He actually dressed for his final game of the season.
Jack's an exceptional kid, and I think he made an exceptional recovery.
Watching him play, he's probably one of the best players we have, just all around.
When you watch him out there, I mean, he's just such a fine conditioned young man. You know, he's so healthy and strong.
If you didn't know his story, you'd never think something like that happened to him. Just the way he plays and his attitude, and once again, just never complaining about his circumstances.
You don't know how you're going to play night in and night out, but you know what kind of effort you're going to get from him night in and night out, and that's, you know, his very best, and that's all that's important to me.
One of the translators said to us before we left, "Don't forget us." And that really resonated with me. All right, so as you guys know, we raised $132 doing our Hope for Haiti bracelets. We just gotta keep raising awareness, keep hoping for those people.
I've heard Jack say this, it's Haiti gave to Jack more than Jack gave to Haiti, or we gave to Haiti. It saved his life. You know, I feel very strongly about that, is that I will be behind Haiti, and certainly behind Lordina.
You know, I think it's important that, you know, we saved a life, and one life does matter, and I really believe it is a miracle how everything turned out. I don't know how it happened, I can't explain it, but you know, I'm just so thankful for, you know, being able to be alive and being healthy, and just having Lordina be healthy, and just, it's amazing.